Hello, my classy people. Wayne Bolden. I'm here at the Speed King channel. It is Thursday, opening day for Major League Baseball. For all the big baseball fans out there, maybe we'll hear the Mets win the pennant. The Mets win the pennant. Only from God, from my mouth to God's ears, for sure. Well, as always, please turn your closed captions on, and you know I'm your Speed King, of course. And our tip sheets will be available. Big weekend, Florida Derby, Arkansas Derby. We'll have the full card for Gulfstream Park, all 14 races. Quite a bit of orders are in. They're $20 for the full track. And of course, in my opinion, the better value to me is the all stakes, which covers the entire country. We usually have 14, 18 races on our all stakes tip sheet. ROI is nice. It's only $15. We have 5 different payment methods, and you can say you support your local Speed King. Great way. You can also buy us a coffee. You'll see it under the descriptions for sure. It just keeps us on the air. We pour whatever donations we get and money we get back into the studio. Well, the Fantasy Stakes over at Oaklawn Park, right? Well, Oaklawn Park, race number 10. About 6:35 in the evening, the Fantasy Stakes is a grade 3, $600,000. A mile and 16 for 3-year-old fillies. That's right. Everybody's Oaks dreaming or doing whatever they need to do in this one. This is a very, very nice race. I have an opinion. There's a Godolphin horse in here that I love, of course. But I'm going to go to a horse that I think that we might get great, great value on, and his speed. And speed is what? You got it. It's King. The number 2 horse, Grand Love. Well, didn't Grand Love get smacked around by wet paint? Your Godolphin horse? He sure did. But I got Grand Love at 8-1, the number 2 horse. Only one win, please, Speed King. From 4 starts and 3/3, right? $153,000 by Gun Runner. That Gun Runner who should have won the Derby. On the back end by Grand Slam. Trained by who? He must be trained by Asmussen. There he goes, being a homer again. Well, I'm just telling you. Hey, Grand Love is 8-1. It's going to be on the lead, coming from the 2-hole, mile and 16. Hey, listen, made her 3-year-old debut off of a 113-day layoff on February 25th over here at Oaklawn Park in the slop. Okay? What she's going to do on a fast track. Well, this is the second race off the layoff, off the Honeybee Grade 3 on February 25th, right? Ran third by 3 with Joel Rosario, the Rolex guy, the ride in an orange. Beaten by who? Well, was beaten by the Godolphin and Godolphin wet paint. And everybody knows I love wet paint. And Pretty Mischief. But I believe one of those two will win the Kentucky Oaks. No, he didn't. I just said it, right? If I would be shocked, as I digress, if Godolphin don't win the Kentucky Oaks this year. They got Pretty mischievous, however, and they got the old wet paint, the number 6 horse in the Fantasy Stakes right now. To me, the Kentucky Oaks is over. It's all about Godolphin. But right now in the fantasy, it's all about the number 2 horse, Grand Love. Well, the love is grand. It's 8-1. We're on the rail with the speed. We got the Hall of Famer, my guy Asmussen. And we got the smooth Tyler Gaffalione. That's for you, Mr. Scotty Mack. I'm not sure if Scotty Mack is anti-Tyler Gaffalione or not. But he is one of the best jocks. I mean, I got him as the second best jock in the country. Let me put a little love on Pratt's name, because one of our viewers sent us the listing of all the stake wins for jocks. Pratt is second behind Irad. So I need to put a little respect. I beat up on him a little bit, but yeah, he's doing really well. So I tip my hat to you, Mr. Pratt. I give class where it's due, brother. But anyway, back to Grand Love, right? By Gun Runner, Grand Slam, Asmussen, Tyler Gaffalione, second race off of the Honeybee as a 3-year-old, 35-day rest. Hello, gate to wire. We want to see Grand Slam go gate to wire. I like this horse in this spot. All right, so again, number 2 horse, Grand Slam, 8-1. Speed is king. Please. Put my horse on the front end, y'all. I like the number 2 horse here, particularly the price and Asmussen, the whole Tyler and all that, right? 2 is our top pick in the fantasy. Well, who's your second pick? Well, Grand Slam better be moving, right? The old Grand Love horse better be moving. Because the number 6 horse is Wet Paint at 8-5. 3 wins from 5 starts. 1 second, 300,000. Brad Cox and all his big head horses. But he's training for the institution of Godolphin, right? Bred and owned. I don't need to tell you anything else. Everybody knows that I am a big Godolphin follower and believer in it. I believe it's Godolphin when it comes to breeding and putting their horses across 4 continents anywhere else. And Wet Paint means business, right? Riding a 2-game winning streak. I already said the horse won the Honeybee back on the 25th of February where he smacked my top pick around, Grand Love. But Grand Love's going to be out this time, I think. But hey, don't get it twisted. Wet Paint is an extremely nice filly, and she's only going to get better. And guess who's in the yarn? Flavian Pratt. Again, let me tip your hat to you, Mr. Pratt, because one of our viewers did send me the list of all those jockeys, and you are number 2nd, and I wouldn't have never known that. So again, I pick on you a lot. I know you're a good jock, and he's on Wet Paint, and I can't, I got to give him some love. Classy does as classy does, right? We do as we do. So again, Wet Paint is our 2nd pick, and of course the horse to beat, and maybe the winner of this year's Kentucky Oaks. If not, Pretty Mischief. Maybe they'll run 1-2. That's our 2nd pick in the fantasy. Well, our 3rd pick here, how about Towhead? Towhead, I kind of been looking at this horse. It's money making Mike Maker making money. 10-1 Towhead. Please, 3 wins from 10 starts, 3 seconds and 2/3 by Malibu Moon, by Smart Strike on the back end. This 3-year-old filly can run, y'all. And I tell you, I don't have to tell you about Mike Maker. He hooked up with Castillo. Maker and Castillo is 32% together, right? Comes out of the Honeybee where I tell you, Wet Paint and Grand Love smacked her around. But maybe she can suck up for 3rd in this spot for sure. So Towhead is our 3rd pick in here. And I guess if I had to round out a superfecta for us in here, I guess I would probably use the number 10 horse, Condensation, as our 4th horse, who is trained by Mary Hartman, but in this case Chris Hartman with Asterios in the arms for sure. So that's good. The horse is pretty speedy, but she's far outside. It's 1:16. I'm sure she's going to lose some ground into the first turn. And the number 10 should be a little wide and probably lose some ground, but that would be our 4th pick. But it doesn't much matter in the fantasy. We think Wet Paint is all that and a bag of chips, but we're going to try to upset the Godolphin runner with my boy Asmussen with the number 2, Grand Love, our top pick. 8-1 on the front. Tyler Gaffleon and Asmussen. Please. I like the number 2 on top here to see if we can get around the big head Brad Cox, Godolphin runner. The number 6, our 2nd pick, and likely winner of the race, by the way, and the Kentucky Oaks. Wet Paint, the number 6. And our 3rd pick is Towhead. Nice price at 10-1. And we'll round our super out with the number 10 horse on the bottle, Condensation. So for us, in this year's Fantasy Stakes, it looks like a fun race. The number 2 horse is our top pick. The number 6, the one to beat, Wet Paint, is our 2nd. And number 3, Towhead. And we round it out with the number 10. 2, 6, 3, 10 in that order. Let's see if we can get Grand Love with the old smooth Tyler Gaffleon on him. Giving Pratt, there he goes messing with Pratt again. A jock lesson on the Godolphin runner, which won't be easy. They're like machines, the Godolphin horses, the number 6. We like 2-6 for sure in this spot. I'm good with just those 2 for sure. Gate to wire, 8-1 with Grand Love. Let's see if we can smoke Wet Paint. This will not be easy. Thanks, classy people. Talk to you soon. I'm having a bunch of fun, which is what racing should be and is all about. It's entertainment, and I'm going to enjoy it for sure. 2-6 for us, just like that.